Hi guys, my name is Steve B. Coming to you today to talk about staying sober for today. And I hope you're all well, doing well. I'm well today. Beautiful day, no clouds. Gonna be nice. Today happens to be Tuesday, uh, March 25 of 2025. Wow. Hey guys, so how you doing today on this beautiful spring day? Um, I'm I was just thinking that there's something that I do on a daily basis. When I wake up, I wake up. Being a recovering alcoholic, I wake up with untreated alcoholism, and I have to. I got to arrest it for today. I thank God that I wake up and I don't think, well, I'm gonna drink later, so it's everything's gonna be good. No, everything's not gonna be good by drinking later. I don't wake up with that thought at all. As a matter of fact, I haven't had that thought in about 33 years. You know, but I do wake up in the morning because I believe once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. That's never going to change, no matter how long I'm sober. It doesn't really matter. I got to What am I going to do with today? I got today right in front of me, and I don't want, I want to do the right thing today. I want to do God's will, whatever that is. And He's going to let me know, but I know drinking's not in His will. I know that I wake up, I'm an alcoholic, but I'm a recovering one. I want to stay that way. I want to stay that way for the rest of my life. But right now, all I have is today. The rest of my life might be today. Who knows? God only knows. It's a somber thought, but you know, it's true. I don't know. I don't know. He knows. He knows. And so for today, I'm gonna arrest it. I wake up, and there's something that I do. Like I told you guys, I pray every morning, and in my prayer, I turn it over. I turn the whole day over to God. And it's not any kind of secret. I'm sharing it with you guys because it works for me. Maybe it'll work for you. I have faith that it will work for you. But here I am on this March 25, 2025. I like that. The only one and only in the history of time. There's never going to be another March 25, 2025. Never. But today is that. And I'm going to stay sober for today. But what makes it better for me is when I take during my prayer, when I take my desire to ask God for help, because I know I can't do it alone. I've lived long enough to know that in any given day, stuff can happen that you're not even aware of. It can hit you, blindside you, hit you from the out of the blue, and this is where God comes in. God comes in because nothing surprises Him. And the longer I live, I learn that a lot of things don't surprise me either. At first, maybe shock, but then it's like, wow, And when you're dealing with alcoholism and addiction, I've seen people that just out of the blue they're drinking again, or they have an overdose and die. It happens, man. I've been around long enough to see it happen, so nothing really surprises me. Maybe at first, but then it's like, well, it's just the nature of the beast. And it is a beast. Trust me, it's a beast. And it's stronger than me. It'll take me out in a heartbeat. I have no doubt in my mind. I don't care if I'm sober for almost 33 years. It doesn't matter. It still is more powerful than me, and it will take me out if I let down my guard, or if I give in to it. Forget it. All bets are off. I mean, I've seen people with this amount of time go out again, and they're really never the same. And if they are, if they want to keep going, um, then God bless them. God bless them. I know a guy who was 30 years sober, and he drank again a number of years ago, and his recovery. I give him a lot of credit because he's hanging on, and his recovery means everything to him, you know. And he seems to be doing well, and I wish him well. I want him to make it. I want him to make it because you know, like if you drink again, you know, chances are you're not going to make it because I don't know the type of drinker I was, and once I start, I don't stop. There ain't no stopping, you know. So you know, arrest it for today. For today is good, and live in today. Don't live in tomorrow. Don't live in the past. Live in today. But turning things over, that's a huge part of recovery. And any given day, you know, you're gonna need that help that God will provide for you, and He does, and He does, and He will, and He's always there. He's always there. He's never gonna forsake you, even to the end of the world. The word says that He says He will not forsake you even to the end of the world. So, you know, just kind of hold on to the fact that He's going to be there for you. You need a hand to hold. You need a hand around your shoulder, arm around your shoulder. He's the one, and there's no one better than Jesus to help you through this thing. And He will. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be open to you. Everyone who asks receives. He who seeks finds. And to him who knocks it shall be open. And to him who knocks it shall be open. You know, what's up, guys? How you doing today? You know, like I said, it's beautiful here. I'm outside my condo. And I'm kind of getting ready to face the day. And so far, so good. So far, so good. You know, it's a beautiful day. A beautiful day. And so what's going on? What are you gonna do today? Anything good? Got anything good going on? I'm gonna go to the store. I got to get some cat litter. And what else? And maybe some crackers or something like that. They're nice to have around. And I'm going to go for my walk. Well, first I got to turn the heat on in that place. We're winding down. This is the last 4 days there, you know, until we go back outside. And yeah, it's kind of nice to go back outside. I look forward to going back outside. You know, I love being out there. I love being out in the wild, so to speak. And you know, around my buddies, the squirrels, you know, and them with their nuts. They love their nuts. It rained yesterday, but I went down there for a little while, and there was a couple that were eating the nuts. They're beautiful. I love them. They're my buddies. I call them my buddies. But anyway, it's yeah, March 25, 2025. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be open to you. For everyone that asks receives. He who seeks finds. To him who knocks it shall be open. Yeah, God is good. He's not going to forsake you. He's not going to leave you nor forsake you. You know, if you come to Him. Yeah, it says somewhere in the Word, you know, him that cometh to me, I will in no wise cast out. He's not gonna cast you out. He's not gonna ignore you. He's gonna be there for you. and right to the end of the world, if it is, if it must go that far, he'll never forsake you. I think that's safe to say. You know that yeah, not too many people up this morning. I wonder how many are going to be down there walking today. It's it's nice. It's nice this morning. It's been very seasonal lately. A little windy on the windy days. It ain't so great. A little cold, but without the wind, the weather is just mint, fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic. So turning things over, that's a big part of my day, and I do it all day long. When something hits me or blindsides me during the day, I'll come and I'll say, Lord, now what? What do I do about this? What do I do about that? There's some pressing measures that happening in the world today that really concern me, scare me a little bit, and here's the thing: I just keep giving it to God, and He keeps giving me assurance that it's going to be okay. That it's going to be okay. Ask and you shall receive. It doesn't say you might or it could. It says you shall. And when I come to the Lord asking Him for help, He comes to me with giving me the assurance that He will do it. He will do it. God's will, there are some things that prevent me from God's will. I do have character defects. I got some that aren't so great, you know. Step 7 says, humbly ask Him to remove our shortcomings. Yeah, that's a lifelong thing. My shortcomings are many, you know. My shortcomings are many. My girlfriend reminds me of how I can be in the car sometimes, in traffic, yelling at cars in front of me, yelling at people, wanting to pull over, wanting to do this, that, and the other thing. That's not good. Would Jesus do that? They used to have a thing years ago that was like, what would Jesus do? Well, He wouldn't do that. He'd probably just go with the flow. And that's what I want to be like. I want to be like, if I'm a Christian, that means a follower of Jesus. And if I want to follow Him, I want to try to emulate Him as best I can. I can never be exactly like Him, but I can shoot for perfection, and in that I can find excellence, because I'm a human being, But excellence is good. That's pretty good. I heard a friend say that a few weeks ago, and I love it. I love it, because that's basically what step 7 is. Humbly ask Him to remove our shortcomings. And ask, and you shall receive. It's going to be like He'll help you knock them down one at a time. That it's a known fact that we're gonna have shortcomings. I'm gonna have shortcomings till the day I die, because I'm human. Another thing I used to hear all the time, and I love, is that never gonna rise above being human. I'm not in danger of that, but I could shoot for it. And it's so good to be here with you guys today. I love this little time that we share together. I love talking, chatting about, the stuff that really matters in the world. And I'm here to tell you that you are not alone. You are not alone. That I'm with you. God will be with you. Ask Him. It's like a given. It's just like, I wonder if He'll be with me if I ask Him. You ask and you shall receive. You will, and He'll not forsake you. So Tuesday, March 25, 2025. That's a tongue twister. But here we are. I've never been here before, so it's going to be a first time that I'm trying to navigate my way through you know, this day, because I've never been here before. But I'm so you know what? It gives me so much pleasure to come to you guys, and share and listen to me blab on about different things, and share some of my own experience, strength, and hope that God gave me, from my time in recovery. But anyway, I'm here to say, go ahead, you guys, go ahead and have the most fantastic day you could possibly have, and don't forget to give me a like and subscribe, so I can get it out to more people. I want to share this with as many people as I can. I want as many as can get clean and sober, and that'd be fantastic. Well, guys, love you all. God bless.